Hey guys, welcome to Tone Bros. My name's Casey.
I'm Colin. We're going to get started with our current topic of the day, which has to do with this BOSS Plugout that's
Hot topic.
got a lot of controversy around that.
Hot topic alert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it come out, and whenever I saw it come out, I was like, I wasn't upset like some people were.
No, I thought it was a cool idea.
I thought it was a cool idea, but I think it was, my initial thoughts was, oh, it's too little too late. This thing's gonna flop. I had no idea people would be as mad as, well, people were confused because they thought it was a subscription service, right?
Yeah.
They thought it was a subscription service. They thought it only came with 8 effects and you had to subscribe to like a monthly $9.99 or something like Netflix to keep your effects, which is not the case. There's a total of 16 effects on it, and they have plans of releasing more in the future that you could buy, but if you bought them, they would be yours permanently.
Right.
So, but it only does one effect at a time. You can set the pedal up where you can switch between, if you've got an external foot switch, in between 2 different pedals inside the one pedal. It's kind of confusing, but it's basically a multi-effects pedal that does one pedal.
Right. It's like an HX1.
Yeah, in a BOSS compact version. I thought it was a really good idea,
I still think it's a good idea.
but I'm still on the fact of it's a little too late, kind of like too little too late.
Well, they got the HX1, they got the plethora.
Yeah, even the Plethora 1,
Right.
I think, is maybe a little better deal and a little better situation than what this BOSS Plugout is.
I don't know. BOSS has so many like famous effects.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's fine.
I think it's fine too.
Am I going to run out to the store to get one? No.
No, it's just kind of meh to me. You know, like I'm not upset by it. At first, whenever I heard it was a subscription service and thought that's what was going on, because I heard the demo and the explanation of all of it, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's good. And then somebody was yelling and screaming on the internet about, oh, I'm not going to pay a subscription every month just to keep my effects. It's like, wait a minute, is that what it is? I didn't understand that. And I went back and read it. I was like, oh no, they're confused.
Yeah, they didn't understand.
So, Boss is an incredible company that's got tons of legacy effects that are kind of hard to get a hold of now, some of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the old ones are for sure.
The Waza stuff I thought they done was awesome, where they were bringing some of those old ones back when they done the Dimension C and all that
I like
stuff.
how they have that custom switch too on it, where you can go back and forth.
Yeah, like on the Blues Driver and things like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I don't think this is a bad pedal necessarily. I'm
No,
not upset by
It's
it.
fine.
But I do think it's going to flop on the market, even if they would have explained it. I think maybe the explanation wasn't good, is what I'm afraid of. And that's why everybody got all, I don't know, they got mad about it.
So, would you rather have this pedal?
The other pedal. Whatever other pedal you're going to say, I would rather have the
It's
other
a
pedal.
make-believe pedal.
Okay.
If they had a MD100, it's just one pedal.
Yeah.
Would you rather have the MD100?
Well, that's kind of what this is, right?
Kind of.
Yeah. I
But there's
don't know.
drives in this one.
My thing is, I would rather have, so there's drives in here. So if you're going to use the drives and different modulation pedals and things like that, this makes way more sense. But if I'm only going to use the modulation side or just the delay portions of these, I would much rather have an MD200 or a DD200.
See, I think that's where this pedal, I think it's truly for the people that are not sure what pedals they want.
I think it's for younger guitar players, like younger in their journey.
Right.
And I think it is good for those players.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give them
Because if you're just starting out on pedals, you know Boss is a big brand.
Yeah.
You go Boss, you go with this, there's going to be something you like.
and it's not so overwhelming like if you bought an HX Stomp.
Oh, yeah. There's
If
lots
you're a
of
new
things.
player, you would be looking at all those settings and all those pedals and just be overwhelmed. There's 8 effects in here. You could play with all 8 of them. You could upload the other 8, which gets you a total of 16.
Right.
And then you could play with each of those kind of individually and kind of get a little better feel for what you're looking for.
Right.
And maybe as you add pedals to your board as a younger player, a less experienced player, I should say, as you add pedals to your board, the pedal that you're using that for might change. Maybe it's a drive at first.
Right.
As you add a drive pedal later on, you're like, oh, maybe I want to use it for a modulation effect or whatever it is. You know, I think it's cool. It's not for us.
I think this is for the newer player.
I think it is too. And I think a bunch of people...
I think it's a good market.
Yeah. I think it's a good market. I'm kind of sad that everyone took it so poorly. just because of a
Why do
misunderstanding.
people just have to hate on Boss?
I don't know.
I feel like people hate on Boss just to hate on Boss.
Well, that's going to lead into the next topic.
Yeah.
Do we need to move into that next
fine.
topic?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and move into that next topic. Unless you've got anything more to say
No,
about the
that's fine.
Plugout.
That's
Also, horrible name.
Yeah.
The plug-in maybe makes more sense to me.
No.
Like you're plugging into the internet and you're going to download things, and so you're not plugging out. Who plugs out of something?
I don't know.
You can't plug out. You can unplug.
That
then
is true.
Sounds like MTV. No one plugs out. Hey, plug me out. No
The
one
plug
says
out.
that. Yeah, the plug out.
That is weird.
Yeah, that's no good.
I will say the whole look of it, the name of it, it didn't really scream Boss to me.
No, it's.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, it looks like a Boss pedal, but like.
I heard somebody say. I guess we're still hanging on to this topic.
Yeah, we are.
I heard somebody say this looks like a pedal and a form factor, a name, and a design that somebody in either marketing or like statistics came out with at Boss.
And we
it's
need
like,
to do this.
we should do this. This is a good idea. You know what'll be a good name for it? The Plug Out.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It sounds like
he's not a guitar player who ever come up with this, I don't think. I really don't think so.
I don't know.
Or she.
Boss makes cool products. This just doesn't scream Boss to me. That's all.
Yeah, it's not good. They need to stick to their market. They've got compact pedals, and they've got larger multi-effects pedals too.
Yeah.
And they are the classics for a reason. We don't need to try to jump to all the, the GT1000 and all those stuff where they've got amp sims and all that stuff in there. That's fine. They've done multi-effects pedals since dang near the beginning of their company.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. But this seems like a step in a weird direction for me. They just need to stick to what is working for them. I'm not saying don't invent anything new. Just saying this was not it.
Yeah, part of me even thinks like it would have been cool if they had like a dial knob for your effects instead of this screen.
Yeah.
And then kind of like your IR2, you could switch between two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, they've got that where you can switch between two. I think the pedal, you can hold it down or do something where you can switch between two.
But you know what I mean? Like the dial knob, that's what Boss is known for.
Yeah. Yeah, they almost, remember those DD20s they had? They had like 2 foot, they made that rotary pedal too, the rotary ensemble. Yeah. To make it look more like that and have a few more options in there and maybe 4 presets would have made way more sense to me.
Yeah.
Or make it in the 200 format like they're doing now. Like the MD200, make it in a format like that.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know what they'd call it, but, like Classic 200 or something, and only do like the CE1 and do the Dimension C, like whatever they want to do there. The slow gear stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Looper or something.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. It's for more inexperienced, up-and-coming players that haven't checked out a lot of things, I think. And I think a lot of the people that were hoping for something amazing coming out from Boss, not to say it isn't amazing, but for something innovative, I think they got upset by it. And then confused by that subscription that they thought was there.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's a little too late because you got the plethora from TC that pretty much does this.
It's like $250. Why would you buy this? And essentially, you can find those HX1s for $250 on sale sometimes. They're $299 normally.
Yeah.
Why would you buy that over an HX1? If you're a more experienced player that knows what they want. I would much rather have an HX1.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead.